Hello, how are you guys?
Good.
So, how have you been? Anything anybody want to tell me?
Well, our sister came back.
And how does that make you guys feel?
It's a little nerve-wracking because it's like every time she leaves, we get used to having her gone, and then she comes back, and we have to get used to having her there again. You know, so it doesn't seem like a really stable environment for me, at least. And like, I know Felicia's going to be going to college soon, and we're both worried about what's going to happen after she leaves, and with our mother and our sister and their addictions, you know, and how much of a trigger that could be for them. So it's a little scary.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel nervous that I'm gonna leave my brother in this sort of situation. Although Mom's been trying, but I guess it's pretty hard when our sister still gets high and gambles around our mother. It's not really helping her. So it just makes me a little nervous about leaving him home with them when I go to college.
Do you think she's going to stay this time?
Our sister?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, she said she would, but she says a lot of things.
How many times did she say that? How many times did she leave? How many times did she come back?
Okay. How have you two been getting along now that you're going to college?
We're fine.
Yeah.
How have you been getting along with your mom?
Things are better for us. I said in one of our last sessions that she, not so much that we play video games with each other, but like, you know, she hangs out with me more and she's making a lot more of an effort. She is only drinking wine now, and it's not even as much. I guess she realizes the impact it's having on me, at least the positive effect, because I don't mind her. Well, I realize I don't mind spending time with her if she's not drunk, you know, which is good. So that makes me happy.
And for me, she's doing more around the house, acting like a mother for a change. You know, she actually cooks for us now and, you know, spends a little time with us. I guess a little bit of change is better than no change at all.
Okay. How is your sister and your mom getting along? Do they talk?
Like oil and water. They're like opposites. If they're talking, they're usually fighting with one another. So I'm worried about when Felicia leaves, because then it'll just be me and them two, you know, and them two fighting, and then where am I and all that. I don't want to be caught in between or anything like that, you know.
Okay. So, you're going to be leaving for college. Are you going to be leaving for college too in a few years?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm hoping to follow her footsteps. I think the thing that we're most concerned about is what happens when we leave, because I know Felicia is pretty much our caretaker, and she is taking care of me, you know, and we've both picked up after our mother, you know, learned to provide for ourselves, but what's going to happen to her if we're not there?
Right? Who's gonna worry about if she's drunk or if she falls down or something doesn't get paid or her sister comes there and they fight and they argue and I don't know what's gonna happen.
worry too, like if my sister's going to leave my mom alone, like if it's gonna be them two, is that better? If it's them two helping each other, or is it worse because they're fighting with one another? So I'm not really sure what to expect, you know, and that was me. I feel like I'm spending a lot of time worrying about what it's gonna be like for them, and not even thinking about how I'm gonna go to school, or like what I'm gonna do for myself.
So how do you feel about her going to school?
I think it's great that she's going to school, you know, because she's always provided for herself, but now she's going to be even more able to do so, you know, under her own terms, and she'll finally be able to clear her head and just take care of herself as opposed to taking care of 3 other people.
How do you feel about like when you leave? Like how do you feel about when you get to school? Like what if you still worry about them? What are you gonna do then?
I would like to go to school and not worry about anything but school, but right now, I don't foresee that happening because I'm still worried about my brother. You know, I may have to take him with me and get an apartment on campus, and because I'm so worried about that he's not going to be taken care of properly.
Do you think that if it's just your mom and your sister, do you think they'll, like if they both get, while you're there when she's at school, like if you get, if they both go into recovery, and do you think they'll get along if they're both clean and sober?
I can't guarantee that, because like I said, they're both very different, and their addictions are just one aspect, you know, of their personalities and part of their relationship, I guess you could say. But it's definitely a step, because then they're not using substances to cope with their feelings and emotions, and hopefully they'll learn a healthier way to manage their emotions and have a healthier relationship with one another like we do.
Do you think they would benefit from counseling, just the 2 of them?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it would help them kind of manage their anger or whatever is causing them to drink. I know for mom, it's probably dad leaving, and for his sister, I'm not sure if it's dad leaving or mom drinking, or she says her friends love her more than we do, but I guess I believe that that's just drugs or gambling or whatever. But if they were both to be sober, I think their relationship would be great, and counseling would help them learn how to communicate with no problems and not having to use a substance to get high with and deal with the issue.
Okay, because when we've been, the past couple weeks, we've been talking, I've never seen your mom and your sister together at all. So that's why I said they should come in together.
Good luck with that. I would like to see them together with a mediator.
You want to be the mediator? No, I'm just kidding. But next time we'll try to have them both, just them together next time, and see how that works out for you. Because I know you'll be in college by our next session, so he'll tell you.
Hopefully. We'll see how that goes.